a famous painter, my daddy's wood carving, another YouTube potter, an African sunset, all inspired in this kiln reveal. I am going to show you 3 different mugs inspired by Van Gogh's Sunflowers painting, which I was fortunate enough to see in June at the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. This is the first one that I am inspired by, with these little sunflowers attached. And on the inside, that is Coyote corn silk satin. And on the outside, the lower part is Coyote Pam's green 2 times, and then Coyote gunmetal green on the top. Isn't that a beautiful combination? And it just makes me so happy to see these sunflowers. Look at this adorable Halloween candy dish I made inspired by Sheila with Cozy Ceramic Sheila. She had a tutorial recently on her little mini skulls, and one of the ways she used them was on a candy dish. So I used reclaimed clay and a terracotta saucer to form this, and I have this really funny little skull cookie cutter that I pressed on the inside. I used sparkle black on gobe and terracotta on gobe, and when it came back from bisque, I used 3 times cosmic gold dust, and also that was put on the pumpkin and white back. And then I did 1 time Mayco Spectrum tiger eye on these pumpkins. And then I used Amaco Celadon fog to accentuate this skull on the middle. I think this is a hoot, and I can't wait for October. Can you? I was so fortunate to receive a roller from Laurie with Wandering Souls Pottery. You know, she's doing wonderful rollers and selling them on Etsy. This one is obviously trees with little hearts that are hanging from the branches. And I used Coyote saturated iron 2 times everywhere. And then I took Coyote copper blue, and wiped it back. I love that little bit of blue. And then I took Mayco Jungle Gem Oriental Caramel and highlighted that up on the trees. And then I used Coyote Burning Embers on the heart. So I am really, really impressed with this little dish, and I hope you like it too. I have another sunflower mug inspired by Van Gogh's sunflowers. And it's more subtle. I actually wrote sunflowers in the year 1888. It was the year of that painting. This is Coyote seafoam satin, inside and out. And then I used various stroke and coats to paint these sunflowers. And then on the handle and on the bottom is Spectrum Curry. I had thought about using black designer liner to accentuate the individual petals, and I decided not to because I can always do that and refire. What do you think? Do you think I should do black designer liner and refire it? Let me know in the comments. Just in time for fall, I've made 2 little pumpkin trinket dishes, and this one is textured with deep olive speckle 3 times, and it was on a reclaimed clay, so I put Mayco speckled buff on gobe. And then I love this one, again on reclaimed clay, and that is deep sienna speckle. And I had some black clay and made the leaves, and that's just some clear glaze on the leaves. So those are very lovely fall pumpkins. This mug is on Kentucky Mudworks Tony Beaver clay. And I was not trying to do Northern Lights, I was not trying to make something that would pass as Northern Lights. I was just using the same glaze application technique. And inside is Amaco light sepia, and outside on the rim and all the way down is Amaco Tenmoku. And my ribbons are Coyote glazes. I have magenta sky and gunmetal green and copper blue. So I think this turned out a beautiful fall looking, see, I've got little ivy leaves in the handle. So it's just a very interesting combination with Amaco and Coyote glazes. Did you notice that even though it's still summertime, I'm wearing a carved Santa necklace and carved Santa earrings? My father, Jack Wynn, was a wood carver when he retired, and he made Santas. He carved beautiful Santas, and my sisters and I have very large collections of them. I've mentioned them in prior videos. And one of the things that I did with the small Santa last year was I made bisque molds of some of them. And I had an idea that I wanted to make some pendants. So what I've done is a test of 7 different combinations, and I'm going to run through those real quick with you. These all could either be strung on a necklace or they could be tree ornaments. And I'd love to know your thoughts on which combinations would work the best. The red on this one is Coyote Ruby Mist, and that's on Mayco Mirror Black. And this one I like a lot. That is Kentucky Mudworks Dark Opal and Coyote Mermaid Cove. This one is also Mermaid Cove, and it is Coyote Volcanic Layer. This one I already know is too bland, and it's either milk glass or it's white opal. I don't know, but that's just too blah. This one might be my favorite. This is Deep Fire Brick Red, and that is Moon River on the Santa. Love this one. This is Kentucky Mudwork Dark Opal, and the Santa is Coyote Antique Pearl. And the last one I really, really like, and that is all Pasler Gold. So do me a favor and let me know which of these you think would be a pendant that you would wear, and it will help me decide and narrow down my choices. Here's another fall themed mug on Kentucky Mudworks Beaver, Tony Beaver clay, and that is Amaco Pear Celadon on that textured pear. And what I did is Amaco Honeydew Flux 3 times on the inside and on the rim. And then I did Coyote Light Chino, and that is from here to here. And then I took Mayco Cappuccino Mint Jungle Gem and put it in the center. So that is also pear celadon on the handle. So how do you like this new combo? This again is light chino, honeydew flux, and cappuccino mint. I'm pretty happy with that. I have one more sunflower inspired mug to show you. It's small but mighty, and I hope you can see that sunflower that I carved into this mug. This is Coyote Cinnamon Ripple poured on the inside and on the rim. And then the rest of this is Spectrum Mimosa, which is a translucent glaze. And I hope this appeals to somebody. I probably should have done some darker thing in this carving and wiped it back, but it's a perfect little mug, and I'll probably just sell it as it is. But Van Gogh sunflower painting, very inspirational. I have a bowl to show you that I am pretty happy with. I obviously have altered the rim and used a placemat for texture. And this was on a recycled clay, so it has Mayco speckled buff on gobe. And this is Opulence Autumn Frost on the outside. That is 3 times. And then on the inside, I used 2 other Opulence glazes. I used Opulence Sea Spray and Opulence Sandstone. And Sandstone is their glaze of the month for August. So I will be entering this into their contest. It is a little beachy looking and still a little summery, but I'm really happy with this. Let me know what you think. All right, I have 2 more things to show you. You know, when I was in Belgium recently in the town of Ghent, they had a long alley that I told you about with all the graffiti. And this is, I think, my 3rd graffiti mug. And there's some symbols and words on it. And this face I saw in the alley. And what I did on this is Spectrum Bright Orange on the inside and on the handle. And then this is Black Aventurine, which is very sparkly. And then I used a matte clear over the black on gobe, which I had carved the graffiti into. So let me know what you think of my new graffiti mug. And I'm really excited to show you this final piece. And it was inspired by the lovely Diana at Walkie Pots. And if you've been following her channel, you know she's come up with a gorgeous African sunset glaze combo. And I wanted to do it with my new little elephant sprig. So here I have an elephant walking in the savannah. And so her glazes, this is Spectrum Mimosa poured on the inside. And then I believe this is also Mimosa here, but she uses Spectrum Textured Autumn and Tiger Eye and Bougainvillea. But my yellow is Coyote Citron, I'm sorry, Spectrum Citron Chino. And it was a mug that I dropped, and unfortunately the handle broke off. So I did my best to smooth it and mask it. I wasn't going to scrap this because I just love it so much. Thank you, Diana, for coming up with this fabulous glaze combination. And this is my take on it. So you can see that I take inspiration from my travels, from fellow potters, from the world around me. And I'm having so much fun in my season 70. If you're new to my channel, thank you very much for finding me. I hope you'll subscribe and watch my other videos. So I'm going to wrap this up with a quick little reel of these pieces outside. And I'll see you later. Bye, y'all.